Meteorologist Ashley Ruiz.
A happy Thursday to you. Just one more day and it's Friday and the weekend. 97 degrees right now. Feels like 108 degrees. We don't have many clouds in the sky. Didn't have much in the way of rain. One shower over Lafayette completely dissipated. Around the area, low and mid 90s. Baton Rouge and Gonzales, the hot spots right now. Checking in at 97 with our feels like temperatures at 108 degrees. So the heat advisory is going to continue until 7 o'clock. I would even hold off until closer to sunset, which is after 8 o'clock, to cut the grass, walk the dog, go for a bike ride, and so on and so forth, because it is sweltering out there. At least we have somewhat of a breeze. As I mentioned, that one shower just raining itself out over Lafayette. Otherwise, we are going to stay mostly dry. You see that there. Feels like temperatures through the night still going to be in the 90s, potentially only in the mid and upper 80s overnight as well. Quickly warming up into the upper 90s to about 100 degrees tomorrow. West wind at 7 miles per hour, and then you tack on the high humidity. It's going to feel between 108 and 113, but I will say the humidity is not as high as where we were about 2 weeks ago when our temperatures were right at 100 and we had excessive heat warnings in place. So with that being said, with the feels like temperature between 108 and about maybe 112, 113, that's why we're under a heat advisory. Meanwhile, over central Mississippi and Louisiana, there's an excessive heat warning in place. So we are not going to hit that criteria, which is about 113 or greater for at least widespread for the heat warning for our feels like temperatures. So our Friday will start off mostly sunny, temperatures in the 80s, warming up to 92 by 11 o'clock, and then the heat advisory kicks in at noon till 7 o'clock. Feels like temperatures are going to be above 110 degrees for several hours. Only a 10% chance for rain, but the chance for rain will increase on Saturday, but not until later in the day. So we'll likely have another heat alert in place. Then Saturday night, we could have some more rain, just some passing showers and thunderstorms, stormy at times on Sunday. The timing's going to be something we have to fine tune, but it's rain nonetheless. So here's a look at the future track. This is showing tomorrow morning, no issues, a couple of pop-up showers or thunderstorms during the afternoon, evening on Friday. And then Saturday, most of our day will be dry. And then we start to heat things up as a boundary starts to approach our area from the north, could stall out over the region. And that's just going to lead to off and on rain chances. This is Saturday evening, so you might need the rain jackets if you have any Saturday evening plans. Then we get to Sunday morning. Here's that boundary once again, and it's just going to lead to off and on rain, not all day, but we'll likely have some breaks, allowing us to warm right back up into the 90s, but lower 90s, and then more off and on rain through Sunday evening, and then that boundary starts to lift to the north and could even dissipate. So we'll still hold elevated rain chances on Monday, about 50%, and then just your daily pop-up thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday, and over the span of the next 7 days, at least a decent soaker for most, 1 to 2 inches with locally higher amounts likely. So again, at least we'll have better shots for rain instead of staying bone dry. Meanwhile, in the tropics, we have Tropical Storm Don, that little tiny swirl in the north central Atlantic, no issues. And then a tropical wave has about a 20% chance for development as it nears the Leeward Islands and then the Windward Islands heading into the next 7 days. So the Lesser Antilles, still too soon to tell where it's going to go, if it's going to be a threat to the Gulf of Mexico and so on and so forth. So no imminent threats. What our threats are, you see that temperatures in the upper 90s, 100, so the heat, and then storms later in the weekend. And then next week, as rain chances start to go back down, high temperatures start to go right back up.